Hey Brian, Tony here from the NRG group. I wanted to send this quick video to you. I want to give you 3 tips to help you improve your online presence in a way that'll actually help generate you some additional business online. I think, these are tips you can use yourself if you're so inclined, but at the least, I think you mentioned you were getting your website redone. This might give you some information that'll help you work with that person redesigning your website. At the least, it'll help when we talk. It'll help you understand sort of what I do. So yeah, with that, I want to go over Google's 3 main ranking factors, and then we'll do a little bit of a compare between your site and one of your main competitors, although your site's going to be changing, so that'll be sort of up in the air. Those ranking factors are content, citations, and backlinks. And what the content is just the words and images here on your homepage. Google, in Google's land, content is king. It's the foundation of your website's presence on their platform. With that, Google really values well-written authoritative content. We suggest 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on a homepage. I know that might sound like a lot, but it's worthwhile. You have right now 280. I don't know what the plan is for your rewrite, but I would at least try to get to 1,500 words. One of the reasons for that, not only is Google, wanting to see more content in a well-written manner, these keywords like this, Plumbers, Bradenton, Florida, or FL, I think this is searched maybe 150 times a month or so in Bradenton. You got to get these kind of keywords intermingled into your text, and there's a bunch of these kind of keywords, not just this one. So the more content you have, the easier it is to intermingle that in your content without coming off spammy. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you were to want to rank for Sarasota, for example, then you're actually adding even more words. So with that, after I do that search, the first plumber that comes up in the area is Richards here. If we do a quick copy of the content they have, they're not very much higher than you. So say you get to 1,500 words, you're going to be almost 4 to 5 times more words than them. You're going to beat them out solidly in this ranking factor. And this gives you an idea of what the competition is like in the area. You shouldn't have a hard time outdoing these guys if you get your website done properly. All right, so that's content. Now going back here, after I do this search, at the top you get the Google paid ads. This is Google trying to make their money. I don't really want to talk about that today though. Under here, super important. This is the map pack, okay? About 50% of the traffic that is generated from these kind of searches are going to call or click one of these 3 folks. People just tend to believe that the people that are at the top of this list are the best of the bunch. And I know that's not necessarily true, but what they have figured out how to do is get up here, which is important. And the way you do that is through something called citations. And that's just your company name, address, and phone number out on directory sites around the web. I'm talking about sites like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Angie's List, Thumbtack, Porch, even Facebook. If you get your company added to like 10 to 15 of those per week, over time, you're going to start seeing your Google business listing rise in the ranks here. And that's super important. The thing to keep in mind is you got to be consistent with the way you add that, information across those different directories. So below here, this is the organic results. This is 10 listings on page, 10 listings per page, really. The way you get here is through something called backlinks. And a backlink is nothing more than your company's URL or website itself, website address out on another website in a clickable format. And when I mean clickable, when you highlight over, you get the underline and you can click. It's essentially a vote for your website from that other site. Now, you got to be careful because not all backlinks are created equal. You want to get links from trusted websites, and if at all possible, websites in the same niche as yourself. So if there's another plumber out there that you can have them put your URL out on their site in the text somewhere and just say, if you ever need plumbing assistance in Bradenton, call, your company, and that's a clickable link that takes them to your website. Another way that you can get good backlinks is, and especially from a related niche, is like a home improvement website out there. A lot of times they'll have blogs, and you can actually write like a 1,000-word article on something plumbing related and reach out to that site owner. Often they'll trade you. You give them an article they can put on their blog, they give you back a backlink. So that's a little trick of the trade. By the way, I just thought about this. Your site is not secured. You need an SSL cert. This is actually a ranking factor. So if somebody's redoing your site, make sure they get you an SSL cert. So moving on, that's content, citations, and backlinks. I want to take this Richard's Plumbing and put them in this tool called Ahrefs. This gives us an insight into what Google knows about the website, or an estimation, and gives us some cool stats. So remember those backlinks I was talking about? Richard's had 64 websites out there that has their URL in a clickable format. So 64 backlinks. They're being found for 170 different keywords. That's getting them approximately 328 clicks a month. So if I click into those keywords, here's what they're ranking for. And so Bradenton Plumbers, this gets 150 searches a month. They're in position 1, getting 54 clicks just for that one keyword. Plumbers Bradenton FL, that's the one I searched. 150 searches a month. Position 1, 42 approximate traffic. These are called buyer intent keywords, meaning people search these. They want a plumber, they just don't know what plumber they want. And what's going to happen is they're going to search this. The top 3 plumbers are going to be the ones they call. If you're not in the top 3, you might as well forget it. Chances are you're not going to get called. So they're ranking very well for these. Even though they don't have a lot of content, they've got these keywords in that content. And let's say that they are getting, let's say they close 10% of this 328. I mean, that's 33 new clients a month. Free traffic, essentially, because these are not paid ads. Once you're up in ranking number 1, you just need to maintain that position. So that doesn't cost as much as actually running ads or trying to get yourself to position 1. Maintenance is easier. So let's compare that to your site. And I know this site is new, so I mean, this doesn't super surprise me, but you've got 5 of these backlinks, and you're right now being found for 1 keyword, which is just your company name. And that's not going to help you much, because if somebody's searching for your company, and this is not a local keyword, it doesn't say Flex Drains Bradenton. This could be national, could be anywhere. 20 searches a month, and you're way on page 7, so you're not going to get any clicks for that anyway. So hopefully that makes sense. Get your guy to get you an SSL. Get at least 1,500 words of well-written content out here, and this tool, Ahrefs, is a paid tool, but you can get a week's free trial. Do a search for Richards in here and go to these referring domains. I'm sorry, that's not what I was trying to go to. Go to the organic keywords and look for these kind of keywords that are getting volume, and not their company name, but these other ones, the buyer intent ones, Plumbers in Bradenton, blah, 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 and get that interwoven into your content. And at that point, you get some good citations, and then start looking for backlink opportunities, and there you go. So yeah, this is it. This is the sort of the roadmap. And actually, one final thing that I did want to show you: these referring domains, these backlinks. This tool actually allows you to go in here, rank by or sort by the power of the websites that they're getting backlinks from, and this is your roadmap to getting to page 1. You just get the same backlinks that these guys have, and you get as many of them as you can, and then you start getting more backlinks that they don't have, so you can beat them out. You don't want to you just don't want to copy them. You want to beat them out. You want to get 150 backlinks while they have 64. That way they don't catch up, if that makes sense. So yeah, there we go. This went a lot longer than I wanted to, but I wanted to give you a little additional information. Hopefully this makes sense. Ask questions. Let me know if you have any, and I'm happy to chat and see if I can't guide you. All right, well, that's it. Hope you have a good weekend, Brian, and we will talk next week. Chat with you later. Bye-bye.